of being under the umbrella term of having irritable bowel syndrome from a very young age. I'd say from my early teens, going from doctor to doctor to doctor, lots of different laxatives, not a great approach. You'd get cramps, diarrhea, you'd have to run, very inconvenient, you'd feel exhausted, really lethargic from having the laxatives. Years later, went to London, did my nursing, very, very, very poor diet, white carb diet, Coca-Cola, there was no water in my diet, there was no vegetables in my diet. I was a student nurse, I literally would have a McDonald's after a night shift. And always had tonsillitis, cold sores, always run down, exhausted. Time to kill. I said, right, can't afford to go anywhere. I'm going to get healthy, I'm going to look after myself. So I start walking around the heath, trying power walks, exercise, start drinking water, started eating vegetables. My IBS got worse. I didn't go to the toilet for 10 days. 10 days. So 10 days passed, no bowel movement. Went and had a colonic. I was so impacted, nothing came out. So the lady sort of gave me a nice little lecture and said, you need to start looking after yourself. You can't continue like this. I was in my early 20s. As you can imagine, I was party hard in London. So I went back about 3 or 4 days later. Can't really remember, 3 or 4 days later. She gave me some herbs in the meantime to just soften the stool. Drank loads of water, a lot more veg. Now I did have quite a lot of discomfort in those first 24 hours because she'd moved a lot of stuff around and a lot of gases. And she did tell me that I may have all this gas. So 3 or 4 days later, I went back and so much left my body that I actually had, you call an emotional release. I literally cried like a baby, bottom lip, trembling. And I was like, oh my God, what's going on? And the lady just reassured me. I thought she was very airy-fairy. I was a nurse, medical, doctor, drugs. She was telling me you hold a lot of stress in the colon and she freed it up. Well, boy, she did. I went 100% cold turkey, no coffee, no Fanta, no Coca-Cola, no white bread. I went 100%. I was more or less pescatarian in that first week. So veg, loads of brown rice, it was cheap and cheerful, loads and loads of water, some fish. I felt absolutely horrific for those first 5 days. She did advise me not to go cold turkey on everything. She said gradually wean down off the 8 coffees down to 1 to 2. I cut it out straight away, it was stupid. And obviously the sugar, chocolate bars, Coca-Cola, I felt horrific. And on that 5th day, it was like a light turned on in my brain. It sounds crazy, but I literally woke up out of a fog. I felt light and bright. That's what sold me on colonics. I mean, that's that release, the instantaneous release of feeling light, bright. You feel light as in euphoric. It's the best stress relief I've ever had in my life. But yeah, it was amazing.